when we get Robert on the show, I really hope he's not a big downer.
Yeah, I know, me too.
He's like, "Hey guys, I'm so glad to be on."
SCU. You are now listening to Shattercast Uncut. Prepare to be shattered with your hosts, Matt Baldwin, Skullface, Greg for Mercy, Oscar NJ Boy, T2RX6, Mega A1. Welcome to Shattercast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shattered Cast Uncut, episode 31, your number one Transformers podcast, whether you like it or not. Well, we charge you $200 to appear on our program because we're just that gritty. I'm your host, Oscar Alonso. We're 31. We just got fired from our job over at the McDonald's, but we pray that the Taco Bell calls us because, man, those chicks that work there are hot. So as always, joining me are members of the Sinister Six, minus one tonight because, you know, he's got probation he's got to do. You know what I mean? Fucking parole, am I right, fellas? So, of course, the man who knows all about parole and its procedures, he's everyone's favorite YouTube reviewer and losing credibility by the day. And I finally found something bad to say about him because he won't sell me his masterpiece Megatron, Mr. T2RX6, Justin.
Yep, that's my Megatron. That's all I'm saying.
Buckle down, I'll send you a dick pic. Speaking of, I will probably send you a dick pic for the hell of it because fuck you, he can. He sneaks into your house late at night, bangs your mom, and crawls out fast enough just to make sure you see him running away in the middle of the night. Everyone's favorite lady stealing, panty dropper, deep bass voiced individual, Mr. Mega 81 Antoine Lewis.
What's going on, people? How you doing?
All right. And speaking of doing pretty good, this young man coming up to the plate right now, he's one of the founding members of this podcast, everyone's favorite receding hairline having Dennis Leary lookalike, the one, the only Mr. Skullface.
What's up, everybody? I know Oscar says that bit about Justin losing credibility. I just want to point out that in his review for StarCats, he says at this one point, if you listen closely, this is bullshit.
I do?
Yeah.
Yes.
You cursed.
Yes, and it
That's
blew
right,
my
you-
mind. It blew my mind. I had to run
God
it back and
damn.
make sure.
You know, this show is just rubbing off on me.
Yeah, I think you're trying to set him up, and you're like, oh, just bullshit.
Next thing you know, you're going to be doing a review just like Big Dumb Toy Review. Hey, brothers, good. T2RX6 here.
Well, you know
my
what?
cocaine fell in the shot. Got to clear it up, bro, with this $100 bill. Money.
I
And
like to
speaking
be
of
honest
money-
with my reviews, so, you know, they come through.
And speaking of money, he is the other founding member of this podcast. He's my favorite love buddy, my spoonerific best bud for life, the one, the only, Mr. Greg for Mercy.
Hey, Oscar, how does NASA organize a party?
How?
They plan it.
Oh,
You
boy.
dirty little slut, I love you. Come on my face. Anyway, so we're God, I'm horrible. So as always, what did everybody get?
Oh, well, before we do that, if you wouldn't mind, I just want to jump in about the GoFundMe real quick about our grittiness.
Stepping on toes because we're gritty. That's right.
So anyway, we are absolutely floored by the results, I think we could say, across the board.
Mhm.
We're not going to be boosting the goal up anymore, but you can still pre-order a t-shirt, pre-order a hoodie through that site, and the link is down below, and it will go towards the same thing. We raised the goal 3 times and met it all 3 times, and we met our pretty much from the beginning when Greg and I started talking about it. 800 was like our okay, it'll be tight, but everything we can do, everything we want to do, we can do for 300. Whereas 500 was everything that we need to do, we could do for 5. And we met it inside of a week, and I'm absolutely floored by it, grateful, appreciative, humbled, and I think the whole podcast feels the same way, and we want to thank you guys for your support. And
I'm actually slightly underwhelmed, but
it'll still be up at least for another week, I think, and then we might be pulling it in order to start getting these orders early, since we met our goal so early. Might as well get the the product in the mail to you earlier.
Speaking of thanking the fans, I want to thank Mr. Marcus Allen, if I'm saying your name right, Mr. Big Boy himself. Apparently sent me a video of him killing a bear with one hand while holding his iPhone with the other. This bear had to have been at least 800 pounds and Irish. Moving on.
Now that you said the bear was Irish, now it's scary.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's Marcus Allen. Doesn't need to give a shit.
Right.
So what did everybody get?
I got Gauntlet piston from Mech Ideas. I got right. I got Shrapnel and Tailgate from the Legends Wave. I got fucking Skybite or Captain Shark from KFC, which I'm actually pleasantly surprised with. And then outside of that, I got the fucking Marvel X-Men's Legends Wave, and I got the Guardians of the Galaxy complete wave. So I've had a pretty full week.
That's a big haul. Good haul. Good haul. Gregory, how about you, buddy?
I got the SXX. Yeah. No, wait. I covered that the last time. Shit, what did I get? I got Skybite from Hasbro. It's a thing. It's a thing that's not in my house anymore. I got another iGear Hench. I'm on my third or fourth one because I can't make up my fucking mind.
Oh, you should have told me. I would have sold you mine, dude.
I don't want yours. I didn't want the pearl spotted variant that you keep around your house. I think that's all I've gotten. I think that's the only thing I got.
How about you, Mega 8-1?
Yeah, I got the Gauntlet figure.
That's Mach 10.
That's right. That's right. And that's it.
That's Mach 15. Mach 15. Greg got the Gauntlet.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right. How about you, Justin? What'd you get?
I got a new camera, which is pretty nice. We'll see how that does for reviews 2 weeks from now. I got High Octane Bumblebee, who is just an enormous piece of hollow crap. Sorry, Matt. He's crappy. And I got Rat Trap, and he looks like he's much better than Bumblebee. So I don't.
There's no Mach 5 in your house.
Not yet. No, he's in my pile of loot.
You dishonor memory of Rock 5. You piece of garbage.
He's in my pile of loot. I just kept waiting for Talon to show up, and apparently Talon's never coming. So I finally decided to skip that today. So
that is not a valid excuse.
Next week, Mach 20. So
you must shave a beard and call yourself Lucy.
Which that High Octane Bumblebee, is that the one with the little throwing stars or whatever?
No, that's the new Camaro. High Octane Bumblebee's the muscle car.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
That is absolute shit. Yeah. But which I did a review. You guys can see on my channel.
Yes.
The throwing stars is probably.
Yeah, they say the throwing stars is better, right?
No, it's it's a movie figure.
No, it's supposedly the only thing that's better is and it's shitty too because like you get the
Echo.
Echo.
It ain't me. God damn it! Oh wait, that's not me.
Oscar?
Yeah, that's not me. I don't think because I have headphones on. So.
So do I.
The only difference with that new Bumblebee figure is the fact of two things I noticed from everyone's reviews is A, when you get the battle mask on, you basically tuck the fucking head in, which is dumb. Mm-hmm. And secondly, the hand spins on a pin so you can get the arm cannon. And you get two giant ninja stars that go on his back for aesthetics? I don't know.
Because it's the repaint of
Stinger.
Of Stinger, yeah. And those were Stinger's weapons, not Bumblebee's.
Yep. So also, what I got this week was I got, of course, the Hasbro Voyager Skybite. I got my first Revoltech, whatever, figure, which is from the series Full Metal Panic, which Amazon fucked me on because you're a bunch of cocks.
Yeah, what was that about?
Dude, I ordered, okay, real quick, sorry for everyone to listen to me. My sister's birthday's at 9, so one of the gifts I bought her was like this Sunbeam bread machine, okay? It's like 30 pounds this thing weighs. Okay. So I ordered that, and I ordered the Revoltech figures. It was on sale for like $20 free shipping. I was like, all right, cool. I'll score that also. What the hell not? And I also ordered my sister a cookbook, a gluten-free cookbook for her, so she could check that out. So they send me the bread maker and the figure in the same box. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Well, apparently they used the bread maker comes in its own box, and then of course that's boxed inside an Amazon shipping box. They used the fucking Revolvotech figure as a spacer between the two, so it got decimated in transit. And I'll be posting that photo on the Shattercast Facebook page after this program for those of you who want to know what it looks like. But anyway, yeah. So I got that in the mail, and of course, I got Mach 5. It's very good. I love the toy. It's so much fun. So that is seriously, for such a small figure, it has never been so much fun and yet cute at the same time. I came home, he was sleeping in my hat. I took a photo of him, you know. It's just adorable. Yeah, it's a solid fucking purchase. Another home run by fucking Mech Ideas. So I'm pretty sure Mach 5 would have fucked it up, and you have a Warbotron, but a shorter version of it. But Bobby, I watched your review on Sancho Barbosa.
Mm-hmm.
And not only am I buying that guy come Friday from TF Source, I am going to be so ecstatic to get that figure because it's a review that you could go one or two ways when you talk as the character. You could do traditional, I'm a pirate. Or it's Sancho. You could go, I am Sancho Barbosa. You are not Sancho, but I am Sancho. You cue the guitar.
Yeah.
I make love to your wife as a robot or a shark. It's a fucking cologne ad. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
It's like it's got to be in my collection, dude. Jesus.
Yeah,
So,
he's surprisingly good, man. I must say, it took me by surprise. I definitely wasn't expecting what I got.
The ball joint on your head, on your character's head, was a little loose, but
Yep.
You know what? It's only loose for Sancho to look up the dresses of the young girls. Rico.
Yeah, the big problems were that the head is fucking loose, and then the like some of the really thinner, sharp plastic bits that like are bent. And it's so minor. I'm just pointing it out that. And like some of them I think came bent, and then some of them I think bent just while I was handling them, and I don't muck about on the floor with them or anything, it was just, regular just reviewing and getting familiar with prior to that. And then
good for sleeping with them.
Right. And I watched Piao's review of it today, and he was saying how like the feet aren't really on back, or the feet aren't on upside down. It's meant so that you can transform it this way and that way. But I respectfully disagree with that, only because that the directions show you to do it a certain kind of way. And like if you do it the way that he did it, you can do it, which is cool. But it brushes against the plastic. Like it's obviously not meant to go that way. So.
But you know what you and Pia have in common with that figure of Sancho Barbosa?
What's that?
You both are not Sancho, but I am Sancho. Want a big shout out to Matt Parker and Trey Stone for Orgasmo, and that was one of the best characters in that film, period. So, speaking of films, this film actually broke the 1 billion mark worldwide, Age of Extinction, which I'm surprised because T2RX6 has not seen it yet.
Nope.
He's gonna see the knockoff of the.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna get the Asylum's release of it called, Transmorphers: Age of Alive.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I actually am planning to go see.
A lot of girl-on-girl makeout scenes like the first Transmorphers movie, Revenge of Man. Yeah, that's what's up. So, yeah, thoughts on this, gentlemen?
I mean, good for them. So I guess we're gonna get another one. You know what I mean?
I hope you put it. I hope you put it back into the toys, which are
by
this Bumblebee is severely lacking. So
and the toys are apparently struggling.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. There's enough stupid people in the world to fucking enjoy it.
I wouldn't say they're stupid. There are people that just enjoy a movie, and again, these are people that aren't familiar with the franchise and what Optimus Prime's doing.
Right, and
they watch it and they're all like, "Yay!"
Exactly. And they're just like, it's not. They're not going for the love of Transformers. They're going for the good time of a Friday night for a date. You know what I mean? And more power to them.
And just to say for this guy, because he's not joining us tonight, Mr. Deluxe, hell Hasbro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he made up like a quarter of those proceeds.
Probably. He's probably busy working his second job now, so he can try to recoup some of that spent money on the $250,000 he spent.
Goes up to his boss. Hey, boss, I need off this weekend. Oh, what for, Deluxe? I need to see Age of Extinction again. They won't let me back into the Guardians of the Galaxy because I fap so hard. We love you, Matt.
We do.
Not here to defend yourself.
We absolutely do. But yeah, I just kept this in the news because it's successful. The films are still successful, if nothing else.
It's a big thing. It's a big deal.
Yep.
So.
All right. So let's get into some good stuff. What is first on the? I'm pulling the drive up.
The
now.
DX9 Evasion Prime upgrade kit that I guess people are speculating is going to be a Power Master Optimus.
Yeah.
Well,
it actually makes that Age of Extinction Prime actually look really good.
Yeah, honestly, okay, so I have this toy because I kind of, I figured it'd be good to review, and, the whole G1 nostalgic truck kind of grabbed me in all the right places, and then, kind of left me... exactly, it just left me unfulfilled, kind of like...
Empty, hollow.
Exactly.
Why won't she call you back?
Exactly, see, Oscar gets it.
So you fuck her sister, and then she's all mad.
Yeah, and so... Since I have this thing, I haven't pre-ordered this yet, but I've gone, it's back and forth at least 1,000,001 times. You have this piece of crap, you might as well make it look good.
Really?
You could sell it.
How much is it?
Oh, $45.
It's $44.99, I believe, at BBTS.
You know what makes me feel better about buying that Prime?
What?
The fact that I didn't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, I mean, the thing is that this is, how much did the figure cost? 25?
Yeah, something like that.
So you're almost doubling the cost of the figure to make it look good.
Yeah, well.
You know what I mean?
Technically, don't we do that when we pony up $100 for a sweet looking third party figure?
Well, see, my thing with that is I can make the same argument with Wings of Uranus, right?
Giggity.
Right. I can make the same argument with that, but that's a $500 plus investment, and then you buy this $50 upgrade set. Is it a kick in the nuts? Absolutely, but it's a quarter. It's just a portion of the price. Whereas this is almost twice the cost of the original product. If they were to go $20 more, we probably could get a Voyager class, Evasion Optimus from Unique Toys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or even better, if you want to get real technical, this thing alone costs probably the same amount as a fucking Takara Deluxe from this fucking line.
Right.
So, I'm seeing now, I'm like, well, it's either this or do I buy that movie accurate fucking Dino that's not movie accurate or even in the film at all? So
it does look cool. There's no doubt about it. And if you're dead set, not you, Oscar, but the general listener, if you're dead set on keeping this figure, I think that it's a good piece to get. Because it does make something average look professional. But
it's not made by the same company that made the figure, which makes it hurt even more.
Yeah, and then on top of that, it's all right, so after this is all said and done, this is what, $45 plus $25, so we're talking $70. The average Unique Toys toy is around $100, 90 from WK. So 70, $20 more, and theoretically you could have had your own Unique Toys Optimus. You know what I mean? Yep. Obviously that's not going to happen. So if you want this representation, you got to go this route. But it is kind of a kick in the balls.
See, now I kind of take the separate stance because a lot of the third parties started with these upgrade kits and stuff, so I don't have that problem with it, same reason I didn't have problem with City Commander or the, Protector armor that Fans Project made, so I don't know, I think it's cool...
Are you talking to me?
I'm just talking in general, I just don't...
I don't have a problem that it's an upgrade set for a Hasbro figure.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying, I don't find the prices ridiculous. They're certainly more expensive, upgrade kits out there. I wouldn't go out and buy an Optimus to get this kit. I certainly wouldn't do that, but I don't think that I would, I don't think... not being able to determine if I actually need to have this or not, I don't blame anyone else who says yes, because I think it is a good looking kit.
I don't either.
And
just kind of stings.
You know, honestly though, this whole thing kind of makes a cooler looking Classics Optimus than Classics Optimus Prime does. So I don't know. If you're a Classics collector, this might be the thing to get.
I mean, this thing.
He's still got those. He still has those fucking. Wait, let me look at this again. I want to make sure because it looks like. No. Okay, never mind. I'm probably will be investing in this because guess what goes away when you buy this set? Fucking sandals that he has for feet.
Yep.
So they actually look like actual robot feet.
This thing looks good. I mean, it looks good this way. There's no doubt about it. I mean, like, I don't know. I've been following DX9's Facebook posts and trying to make any kind of logical sense out of it, and I still fucking can't. But you know, it's apparently he's on his own, but still connected to Unique Toys. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that statement. Yeah.
He's made two now. He's made two now.
Having a hard time following that at all.
Yeah, the whatever translator app he's using, he should switch providers.
Stop. That's what he should do because it sounds like a really. I don't know.
It sounds like an ad libs.
He's typing like the way he comes across when he writes something and has it translated. It sounds a lot like some chick's getting fucking railed from the back and she's trying to type an email at the same time. You know, I just want you to know that things crazy people. God, Steve. Sorry, babe. Mobile's done. Respect, all right? Show some respect.
But anyway, I think this mold is cool. It's just, you know, I don't know. What are your thoughts, Antoine?
Yeah.
Do you have Vision Optimus?
Yeah, I got it.
It's got 3 different versions already.
I mean, I'm not sure if I'm getting it, but I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, if you're dead set on keeping your Evasion Optimus, you kind of need this in your life.
I mean, is this like the definitive better Optimus Prime movie figure?
Well,
other one?
That's a good question because I don't feel like this looks like movie Optimus anymore.
No, it's not at all movie Optimus.
It looks like a nice Classics Optimus, or redeco it, and it could be like your Dia Commander, you know,
or like just reimagined, you know, almost, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm okay with that. That's kind of how Fans Project approaches it, just a completely reimagined. Version.
The reason why I bought that AOE Optimus figure was for that review video because it just sounded like such a great idea having one Optimus kick another in the face and so on.
Right.
But you know, this makes it look interesting, and you know, I'm at the moment. When I first heard about it, I was like, man, I thought it was gonna be like a whole new mold figure on its own and $200, but it's just an upgrade kit, which it couldn't hurt. So I don't see why this is a harmless investment.
Right.
You know, if you already have the figure.
Honestly, like I've invested, like for instance, the whatever SXS Citizen Stack head. I've picked that up for $20, and that's a freaking head with a faceplate. Like, so for $20 more. It's a total like redesign of the figure. I can't really argue with it. So
yeah, that's a good point. I stand by my statement that if you if you have Evasion Optimus, this is now better because of this.
Yep, totally agree. So moving on. Toy World's Dinobots. They got bot mode pictures up, and they don't look that bad. They really don't. I mean, Snarl does anyway because he's in color, you know. So, but. I don't know, man. I look at this and it looks okay, but it's no Fans Project.
No, it's not. And it's not Fans. It's not, in spite of what anyone says, it's no Fans Toys either.
And I heard that
itself, brother.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, Oscar. You'd be surprised. But go ahead, Antoine.
No, I was saying I've heard they switched to a different kind of plastic for these Dinobots than the usual plastic that they use for the headmasters.
Any reason why?
Probably more. I don't know. Probably better material. Yeah,
I think the plastic on the headmasters is acceptable.
It might be heavier.
The what?
I said it might be heavier.
Maybe.
I didn't see any problems with the headmasters. I thought that was one of the better plastics out there.
Yeah.
That third parties have used.
Yeah.
That Swamper I have, I mean, that's top notch. That's a quality built figure. Materials and everything. That's quality.
So maybe this is going to be even better than that. Maybe this is a big deal. I don't know.
I look at it worse.
Maybe.
It's different, right?
Right.
Fucking it hurt.
I don't know.
But I don't know. Like for me, like I'm thinking it may. I was thinking at first, like because I remember Justin mentioned in the last episode, their price points for their throttle bots weren't bad. They were actually pretty good price points for those figures. And I was thinking, well, these would be good too. But then I'm looking at this paint deck when I'm going, man, I'm seeing like $89, $90.
I'm thinking it's going to be more than that because don't forget that the throttle bots were all deluxe sized, and these guys are definitely clocking in at Voyagers too.
They're in Orion freaking hegemon size class here.
Yeah, so now you might be directly competing with like Fans Project and stuff, which is fine because I do think that these are more like a updated G1 look than the Fans Project one. But for my money, I'd rather have the Fans Project one personally.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But and these combine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's some people who are crazy over the stupid combiner thing for that, but
but that's what it's cashing in on.
Yeah. So,
that's what sets it apart.
Yeah, but I mean you're gonna Sludge. Already we got a Sludge here prototype, and it's too small, man. And
if you're gonna
maybe Fans Projects will be just as big too, but I don't know. Like that, their version of Sludge looks a lot better, and it just looks more imposing. But this isn't Sludge to me. I'm sorry.
If you're gonna go update a G1, the obvious choice is Mechaform. I mean,
I mean, of course. Well, nobody has nailed the faces like Mechaform.
You could pre-order those CAD designs on Big Bad Toy Store.
Fans Toys should totally take note of those face sculpts. That's all I'm saying.
If anyone would like to see the future of mech ideas, log on to Mechaform for their.
Future, shut up. Mech Ideas hooked us up. You mean
they did, but I mean,
you mean Mach 5?
No. But I'm just saying, like, I think they're probably going to end up going the route of Mach 5, and then Mech Ideas will scoop up their leftovers and put it out at a decent price.
Oh man.
Mega Steel Blaster.
Yeah, this bad boy over here, MS-03.
Dude, is this the final?
This better not be the fucking final. That's got to be a colored prototype. Tell me that's not the final.
Yeah, prototype.
Because they got a picture of him in the box looking like this.
I think that's just a basically like a test box to
test shot that they'll send to PR.
Thank God, because I was like, oh my God.
It's like, wait, is this a model kit too?
Yeah, it's like finishyourOwnfigure.com.
Yeah.
You too can buy this unpainted Transformer for only $79.99 and paint yourself. No more crying about shitty paint app. It's your fault it looked like shit. Mega Steel. When we tell you, rock you, paint it yourself.
And then, I don't know. I guess its main competition is the Unique Toys
one. Yeah, and I just think all the sculpting and stuff just looks superior on the Unique Toys one, personally, but,
does it look like a damn Soundwave to you?
Kind of, sort of, yes. It kind of does, because you got he looks a lot like Soundwave, kind of. Those shoulders really remind me of that Masterpiece Soundwave.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if they come out with Blaster and then a retool of Soundwave. I mean,
yeah, because he's even got the eject button both on his on his pelvis and on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what that other eject button does.
I think that's a solid. I think that's a solid observation there, Antoine. Like even the legs have the same types of like the shapes kibble at the bottom there.
Look at the sides, man. It's the kibble. That also is a dead giveaway. Congratulations. You were gonna make a Soundwave, but then we're like, wait a minute. People want a Blaster. It's cheaper to make Blaster. Not make Soundwave. Look what happened to Aggie. No one liked that mini Masterpiece. But we'll see. I have yet to. I'm still in ups in the like. I'm still indecisive when it comes to buying that Blaster from Unique Toys. Blaster or Sancho Barbosa.
Blaster's a good toy. I can tell you that.
What I wonder is why did they feel the need to show the box? Like, hey guys, ready for an update?
Bam! You like this shit? Only 3 kids died making it.
Like, dude, how about like, look, I could give a fuck less about your box. I want to know how this thing is gonna look in the end.
Remember, there are those assholes that display, don't play. You know, they don't give a shit. They just leave it in the box, put it on the shelf, and my stock room's full.
Well, then they should worry about how the figure is painted in the display, or cover up that the window front. What do they call it? What's the name for it?
The cassette deck, whatever.
No, and on the box, like on the box itself. There's a name for that.
Graphics.
Comment on if you know the name. There's a specific name for the see-through part of a box that shows you the figure, and I can't.
Cellophane.
Yeah. But there's like a trade name, like like
window.
Three-sided carded box with such and such window or whatever. There's like a name for it. If you know it, comment in the YouTube.
Is it a gatefold? No, that's the opening one.
It's not worth talking about.
It is a little disappointing. And speaking of disappointing, I was all excited and now I'm ready to pass on X2 Toys. Apparently, Commander class fucking Impactor.
Don't call him Impactor. Call him something else.
Compactor.
Call him Impactor.
He's small, man.
Man, what a fucking disappointment.
Why would you do that?
Should have known.
Why?
Of all the fucking Wrecker figures, I mean, they pulled a fucking Hasbro. Next thing you know, they're gonna sit there and tell you, "Well, hey guys, here's X2 Toys is gonna be like, hey, check this out. It's combined with Hasbro Ruination set. We have a good Ruination."
Oh no!
Don't even say that shit because now that you say that, like I'm thinking it might happen.
It did. How awesome would that fucking be?
Oh my god!
I mean, dude, you look at the size comparison pics on the next photo over. He is just as tall as Hoist and Trail Breaker, whatever you want to call them. And they were They were the same size as the Fans Project fucking Stunticons, the limbs.
I don't get that. Like, is that something to be like proud of? Like, I mean, I think Trail Cutter and Hoist have been like the two like most notorious. Like, why are these toys so freaking small?
Yep.
And they're like, yeah, look, he scales it with them. Like, that's not what anybody wants. Like,
look what we did. It's like you're trying to teach your dog to play dead, and then hey, look, he just had a seizure and died.
Why you wouldn't put him next to any of the other wreckers? Yeah. Like who thought like, well, he deserves to come up to Springer's crotch. Like that's especially that's Impactor.
Like of all the wreckers, like he needs to be beefy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
He needs to make so to speak, he needs to make an impact.
You know what's unfortunate is that I look at this and it makes me kick myself in the face because I passed on that fucking Impactor upgrade set for the fucking Iron Man crossover figure.
Yeah, the Captain America / Iron Man Hummer.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. That's way better than this thing is.
Or even worse, it makes me want to buy a fucking Warpath and then buy that fucking conversion kit on Shapeways.
Shapeways. I grew up on Shapeways and I turned out Shapeways.
It's fucking stupid. What and it's like, hey, look, it fires BBs. We're like, cool. Then it's like, hey, it's really like 3.5 inches tall. Fuck.
Yeah, it's like I understand that their first, their foot in the game was with those two figures, but cool, you got the money to actually do your own. Now, fucking leave it alone.
Yeah.
You're not locked in, dude. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, we'd love to do something bigger, but we did do the Hoist and Trailbreaker upgrade set. We're kind of,
we're hurting because no one liked that shit.
The feet there, are they die cast? Is that what they're trying to show off, or is that actually that? Like, yeah, we
that's
chrome
fucking
these parts.
Necessary. That's where all their money went. The fucking shiny feet.
Well, it's a weird stigma out there that there's so many people who are like, well, if it doesn't have die cast, I don't want it. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, die cast is so unnecessary.
But it's so complicated, Justin.
Yeah.
At the same token, if they were to put diecast in it, that's the best place to put it.
Yes, but it absolutely is because it's great to have diecast on the feet, but on the same hand, like
it's completely unnecessary.
Why did you put it on this tiny ass little
toy?
A
tiny ass deluxe? Exactly.
Because we all know Springer takes his orders from Napoleon.
Yeah,
I mean it's crazy. I don't understand. I mean, how can you even stand this next? You can't even stand this next to your Voyager. You can stand, I guess, next to your Defender.
Yeah. And even then, he's still a head shorter.
He can apologize to Springer by giving him head. That's the only.
Does that make you feel better, Hotshot?
I'm sorry that I blew a hole right through you.
In his defense, that's the best way to kind of do it.
Turn down your pain receptors.
Bobby,
here I come.
Let me just tell you, if you ever piss me off, Not my preferred method of you apologizing. Just saying.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah.
That means that is his preferred method
I
of
know.
you apologizing. He likes that shit.
He's not going to threaten me with a good time.
Throw me a good time. But you know what is better than this?
I
Disappointment?
do. I'd love to.
I'll let you go ahead. You enjoy it because you are in love with this.
I am, and I just want to look at the picture again. It's Fan Toys Sever, I think is his name.
Yep.
It's Snarl. He's gorgeous. He lives up to every fucking expectation. And shout out to Adam. I won't say your last name, Adam T. And I had this later in the show, but we can go ahead and kind of wrap it into this. But he pointed out, if you guys look down in the show notes, there's a link that he has to a picture that this in robot form is not going to be that much smaller than the Gigapower one.
No, it's not. If you look at the two comparison pictures, I think it's like maybe like a centimeter difference. Yeah, at most. Yeah, like so this guy is going to be huge. And I adore, like, okay, so they did it with Scoria where they had the legs folded in, but this time you got the legs folded in and the head of the dinosaur folds in to the legs. Like, that's some impressive
That is pretty
engineering.
sweet shit.
So,
the picture...
That is really awesome.
The very last picture in the series, all the way down at the bottom, like the down picture on it, I fucking love that. I love how you can move his head a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, just enough to do things with it in the dinosaur mode.
It's awesome.
It's posable. It is, in fact, a masterpiece. And although I will say, I dig how the head tucks into the feet there, but you know, my love for the G1 figure, one of the things I like the most is how like the head split up and just hung off the boots, but it does polish off very, very nicely. And I love how these things are just bigger than MP10.
Yeah.
Where they're supposed to be.
Yep.
It's gorgeous.
It's
gorgeous.
It did personally get me thinking about, because as soon as these pictures came up, I did pull out the pictures of the Gigapower one to kind of, like, compare and contrast, and, like, you know, I really like how the folded-in stuff really makes that teched-out detail in his legs. I think that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks robotic.
Yeah, and Gigapower doesn't quite have that feel, and then it got me thinking, where did the head for that dinosaur go? Like, because it doesn't seem like it's hanging off the side of the leg, you know, like G1. And it doesn't look like it's folded in, so I'm wondering, is it like hanging off the back somewhere weirdly because we haven't seen the back? I don't know.
Well, which kind of brings us to another aspect of it is that, according to another podcast out there, and until they pay for advertising, I'm not saying their fucking name, but they said no issues or problems before fucking internet people get out of control. But I just don't know them, so I'm not going to shout them out. But they said that apparently Gigapower is redoing they're scrapping Snarl and redoing it.
I thought I told you that.
Yeah, well, they ought to do is just scrap their
You did tell me,
Snarl.
but you heard it from that podcast, right?
Oh, yes. They ought
to just scrap their Snarl and actually knock out a fucking blaster. And they can go ahead and try to beat Fans Toys to that because they're already behind.
Yeah.
So, and then there's that other company, what's it called? Bullfire?
Yeah, they just need to hang it up. They don't
Wow,
have a
that name alone just like makes you just scratch your head and raise an eyebrow the same way it would once you read Durpin's name on fucking Columpio's package.
They don't have a shot.
That thing with the podcast there, and like the reasons that I heard that they scrapped, you know, the Gigapower Snarl is like stupid reasons too, like people saying like he's too big. Like, what Dinobots did you ever look at that you think he needs to be smaller than that? And you know, like
you have to be scout
really,
class size.
Really, just dumb reasons behind why they supposedly scrapped it. So
yeah, I don't know if they're going to be able to recover at this point. Now that
just make a blaster.
Yeah, do it with the blaster. I'll jump on it.
You know, don't even do that. Just go right for a Megatron. Come on. There's a huge hole for a Megatron in that.
Some people would just sell theirs that they made clear they're not happy with.
Oh, you know what? I'm keeping that one because he goes with my MPO1. That's the only reason.
You don't need that paperweight. What are you going to do? Beat a small child?
Maybe. Some point in my life I plan to have children, and what if I need to beat them with a bad masterpiece?
Sick bastard. At least make like smart people and use a Metroplex. Anyway.
Greg, how excited are you about Sever?
Greg.
I was muted. God damn it.
So excited he was muted.
Well, no, I was taking a piss, so I muted the thing, and then I didn't unmute it because I thought I did. I'm in for the set, so yeah, I'm into it.
That's right. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. My only concern is Scoria is pushing against the top of my shelf, so I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna fit Sever in there.
Well, you know, if you look at where Sever's head comes to Prime's head, like, you know, I think Scoria is going to be, you know, I don't think Sever's going to be that much taller. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, has anyone sat? I'm trying to remember what Scoria looked like next to Prime now. But I think that the Gigapower one might have just been a little bit misleading, you know, in some way, that we thought it was going to be that big. You know, if this picture that was shared is accurate. I don't know. Anyway, it's either way.
It looks very beefy, very intimidating. It looks like a good investment if you're looking for MP Dinobots for your collection. So
I'm dead set now on just getting the Fans Toys set for a Masterpiece scale.
Honestly, with the releases that Fans Toys have got out, I may actually pin them as my favorite third party at this point. Like,
yeah,
they are the ones that the toys that I've gotten from them have been like the most gratifying. So.
Yeah, they're 2 for 2 with me.
Yeah,
I mean, what they lack in being prolific, you know, they make up for with quality.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, check the notes.
Greg, who's breathing? Greg,
yeah, who's breathing?
I'm not breathing on anything.
All right.
I don't think it's me.
What's up, Antoine? What you got?
I was saying to check in the chat for a picture of Gigapower next to Grimlock and Scoria.
All right.
He's mad big. He's taller than Scoria.
Have you seen that picture though?
Yeah, with the Optimus. Yeah.
No, yeah, that Adam posted. Adam posted to our wall. Yes. No.
No. Sorry.
Yeah, he is bigger.
Are you talking about Snarl next to Optimus?
Yeah.
From Fans Toys or?
It has both.
Oh.
I don't know.
No, I didn't see that yet.
Oh well, the mystery still remains strong. What's next? I put this in the notes. The X2O or XTO, whatever they are, the ones that are doing the Autobot clones. It looks like they're covering the ball joints.
I thought that was X2. Was it just X2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's just X2?
Yeah, I thought it was still X2.
Well, X2 is covering the ball joints.
Oh, well, good. Yep. Then they heard, you know, that feedback, I guess, from people that it looked awful like that. So,
but now like it had 2 sets of genitalia.
But now I'm looking at them, and I'm noticing a foot issue.
Yeah, it looks very small, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like the one is going to have a hard time standing, and then the other one looks like he's like, I don't know, where you roll onto the inside of your foot.
Wow, that one has like no heel. No, actually, it does have a heel. Or is that
gray piece?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like it has a heel. It sucks because I really kind of want these guys, man. But it's like every time there's an update, they look like more shit, and it's telling me don't buy it, bro, because you're gonna be hurt.
Don't buy it, bro. I don't know. Whoever's doing the Decepticon ones, I just hope they end up doing these next because I just can't commit to these.
I mean, even that jet mode looks like fail.
I am happy that Antoine's pre-ordered them. I am happy that they covered up those ball joints. It does make them look much better now.
Yeah.
And that jet mode is that some sort of combined mode?
I don't see. No, I see. I don't know.
There's just I don't think shit hanging off the wings.
Yeah, there's just a lot of fucking nonsense.
Where'd you order it from, Antoine?
From BBTS.
You might want to think on this, buddy.
I mean, do you think they'll even be red?
I'm guessing, yeah.
I hope so.
This is these guys are ones that I'm waiting to see other people's reviews before I make my own opinion on it. I am not willing to take the hit on these guys to tell everybody else if I think it's good or not. So.
But it comes with a transforming Voltron lion. How can you lose?
Which is cool if you think about the price point. You know, for all 3 figures, it's what is it, $100 or less than $100?
Yeah.
You know, that's a pretty good price. But
A little over 100, I think it is, which isn't a bad starter price. Yeah.
But it's just I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. Okay, but it is nice that they covered the ball joints. At least they took care of that. The next thing is this Echo TF Uranus upgrade kit. Has anybody watched this video?
I did not.
Yeah.
No. Okay, no. I'm not gonna say anything because it'll be bashing him.
I watched it. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Did you watch it, Oscar?
No, I don't, because I have my opinion about this guy. So no.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it's what's cool about it is that you don't have to. All right, basically, it's 2 pieces that hold the kibble and the back together, and then it's another piece that allows you to stand his legs closer together. It's like 2 separate pieces that go between the connector ports on the thighs to the bots. So 1, 2, and then there's 2 pieces to hold all the kibble together, including the like the nose cone of Silverbolt. And that's 2 pieces. So 2 pieces and 2 pieces is 4 pieces plus a new pelvis, so 5 pieces. And I like it a lot. It's Shapeways, so you got to paint it yourself and all that horse shit. But like,
well, the nice thing is that Silverbolt's white, so it doesn't really. You don't have to do too much painting.
Shapeways. Yeah, but like the pelvis, you know, kind of needs something, and so does the thigh pieces. I think like it just looks a little like prototypish. The back piece, if you were just like you could, but anyway, what I was saying was the nice thing about it is you don't have to get the entire set. You can just get like the 2 pieces that hold the back kibble together, and that looks fine white. And I don't know. I think it's smart. I think it's a smart set. I don't know if I'm going to be in for it or not, but opinions aside, or Oscar's dealings with the guy, I gotta say, I think it's.
I don't have dealings. I have my opinion about the individual.
I got you.
That's it, and there's no need to say it.
Right. But I think it's a smart. If you take a look at it, if you want to take a look at it later, I think it's a pretty clever idea, especially the back kibble bit. But basically, the nose cone from Silverbolt, you can't include it because the piece that hinges back holds it straight up, and so you can't hide it behind the bot. But this thing, you can remove 1 pin, you put this other hinge in. The hinge has a swivel, so you can now include it and then swivel the nose cone back and tuck it all behind, and then you put this 1 clip down on top, and it holds it all together. And it's smart. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. I've never ordered anything through Shapeways, and I kind of have it as like a bit of pride at this point. So I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. But if I were to order something from Shapeways, this would probably be it at the moment.
Well, here's something I'd rather order than that. StarCat's Dino Combiner, they're repaints of the Age of Extinction Dinobots. And lolling hard at this right? Because, my God, not only do these things look horrible, it's like everyone got their wish. You wanted your Skittle Dinobots from the movie line to combine, you got it. The boxes they come in are like, wow.
I know.
The Brontosaurus looks like the Allosaurus. The fucking Stegosaurus looks like a Velociraptor image. I mean, it's just like full of fail, and like I don't know if I want to say like they ripped off the photos of the original like box art for the figures, and then fucked it up on purpose. So hey, look, it's not copyright, it's altered. Right. But like, so and that slag looks like straight up shit.
Because the sludge has like the Scorn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it has the Scorn box art on it. Meanwhile, you have Snarl that has the Scorn color scheme, has a fucking Velociraptor, he has a sludge fucking work on it.
Oh my God, how awesome is that?
It's fucking like it's like I want to sit there and say don't do it, but part of me goes do it, and then keep them in the box just for this reason, because you probably couldn't even sell these things in a garage sale.
Yeah.
I'm not buying that hunk of shit.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. You know what's funny is
Oh,
when I saw it said Dinosaur Robo Set, re-deco, I was like, oh man, they did them in G1 colors. And I clicked on it, I was like, nope.
Oh,
No.
we're here to crush your hopes and dreams.
Yeah, that
Oh,
seems like it
what?
would have been the one that made more sense than anything. You know,
Right,
like,
right.
why would you not start with doing that one? I don't know.
Someone might have said this a second ago because I was kind of cutting out, but I like how the big focus here is the box,
Oh yeah.
and then it says pre-order, no box packaging.
Oh, save postage without blister packaging. If you
Well,
want
yeah, I
full
mean,
box.
you
Yeah.
get- No.
That's funny.
And it's funny, because this company, JimMungMug.com, the website, was known for having their fair share of KOs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was the place to get them.
That's funny.
And now
Look
they're
at how
holding
blue-
this. It's like, good old Tony's back at it.
The packaging. If you don't get the packaging if you buy this set and you don't get the packaging, you're fucking wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be the whole draw of this for me. Would be that ridiculous packaging.
Oh my god. It's almost too good. It's almost too good. So who's in on this? All right, let's go to the next one.
No one is. Let's talk about something pretty cool.
Yeah.
Venksta heads?
Yeah, these I'm guessing this is going to be some kind of Shapeways shit too, but Vinksta's like kind of a known designer, right?
Yeah, he does not put out Shapeways stuff. He actually this is like his stuff is pretty well like professionally
Render form.
Yeah, that's it. That's his site is Render Form, and like they're like professional printed things or casted or whatever.
Nice.
So they tend to look really good. He's gotten really good little details, like some of which kind of bothers me, like the gold bug or whatever head that he had like a little visor you could clip in, which was immediately lost in my house somewhere. So but like he's got some really high quality stuff that he does. So these heads look like. And since we haven't mentioned it, they're like IDW style heads for Chrome Dome and Brainstorm.
From your Function X line.
Yeah,
from your
for
Fields
Function X,
project.
and
they look top notch.
Very much so, yeah.
They don't transform.
They don't transform, which but what are you gonna do? I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm buying these.
That's okay. You know what you do is that if you do for some reason look at your Chrome Dome or Function X and go, you know what, he needs to be in vehicle mode. Just dump the head in the fucking canopy. I'm sure it'll fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally think that I'll likely pick this thing up for just to have it on the side. Like I may not use it, but yeah, I'll at least have it. So.
Yeah, I'm buying them and I'm using them and I'm transforming the heads and standing them next to them.
Yeah, I mean you could do that too. So.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So I mean, these look really, really nice. Though.
They look top notch.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Greg,
emo
Greg,
haircut.
Are you excited about this? 'Cause you're a big comic book guy.
Yeah, I know. I want to see what they actually look like. I'm more excited by some of the people who have commented on this so far.
Let me see. Let me see.
Somebody might be on their own set of heads. You know what I'm saying?
Any chance of doing the Chrome Dome's head in a manner that would fit Prime Wheeljack body? Fucking
Nope.
Useless.
What a piece of
Nope.
These look awesome, if maybe a little oversized.
Hey, person who comments on the Prime Wheeljack's body, pretty sure that's on Shapeways. Shapeways.
Shapeways.
Oh shit, Marcus Allen's in there. Our boy.
Wow, there should make a lot of things
shit. I'll read what he wrote. Ready? I digs.
No chance of making them headmasters. That's me a buying code. What are you selling it for? I'm in.
These will be handmade and really limited. I was thinking of making each a limited run of 100 sets. Making them transformable headmasters would push the cost up and take a lot of time. The goal here is to make them accurate as possible to the IDW design, so making them actual headmasters would defeat the purpose.
Right. I hope you do more than 100 because I really want a set of those when properly sized down to the molds.
These will cost like $60 a pop, man. You just fucking watch because they're limited. I'm done. Yeah, stop caring about them.
What are you selling them for?
Fucking limited. Kidding me?
I don't know.
I'm still waiting for the Orion heads he's making.
I'm in for this. I want this.
Oh, go ahead, knock yourself out, bro. Go for it, bro. Do it to it, bro.
Pretty excited.
Keep up the awesome.
Keep up the awesome. Let's see what's next. We're moving into Hasbro Takara, and poor Matt can't be here. But
breaking
luckily,
news.
What?
Yeah, breaking news. TSO has officially confirmed that Matt's Woodjet has been delayed till September.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, the fuckers.
Poor Matt. For those listening, like
Matt is the champion of release dates.
Yeah, for some reason.
All of Warbotron's coming out next month.
Like, you know when you're a kid?
Both of them.
You know when you're a kid and you really think you could be the fucking president of the United States? And then as you get older, you're like, wait a minute. What am I, 5 years old? I'm not going to be the president. I'm gonna work in this fucking loading dock. You know what I mean? Matt still has that like innocence about him where he's like, if he sees the release date, he's all in on that. He's like you know, be like, oh dude, there's no way, we haven't even seen finished images yet. He's like, no man, it says August 13th. It's coming. And then you know, it always gets pushed back. And then he'll throw a fit about it getting pushed back, and it's like, dude.
I remember that with the whole Scorio ordeal. He was like so heartbroken.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Scorio was supposed to be what, March?
Yeah, it was originally March. Yeah.
So.
Anyway, Takara Ultimate Movie Optimus, which is yet another.
Okay, this has got to be like the worst bastardizing of a mold I've ever seen in my entire life. Why leave it alone, Takara? Like they're losing the. It's funny because like what I noticed from a lot of the fans is the ones that collect Takara, you know, and a lot of the times Takara has like the superior paint jobs, you know, because they have a lot more competition in Japan than they do here in America. But it's like, come on, you can't polish it. You could polish a turd, but it's still going to smell like shit in the end.
And this is like a remold.
Yeah,
you know, like it's crazy.
Like he's going to have like new arms. Oh, great! But hey, guess what? It still hangs off his back. A truck. So there's no reason to fucking buy this thing at all. Like unless you're like a hardcore Prime fan and you need to have every incarnation of this shitty leader class figure. Me, I'll be honest, I'll probably own this leader class figure when I find it in a flea market when it's missing like a fucking ball joint or something and pay $5 for it. So, but it's not gonna, no way. This is just retarded. It's unnecessary. I'm sorry. It is. It's out of control. It's crazy.
It's out of control. I mean, they're getting ridiculous with some of these. Like, every time I turn around, it's the Dinobots, Evasion Optimus, or this fucking thing is getting turned into something else.
Yep, and it's just dumb. I mean, the best thing we could do is pretend it's kind of like, you know, the proverbial diabetic in a donut shop and just ignore it, and maybe it'll go away.
Yeah.
You know?
But this is, I will say, it thank you for being my friend so far. I will say that this is an improvement, but not nearly enough of an improvement to even slightly whet my appetite.
Now, is this the one that comes with the MP10 trailer?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that this one? Because I know I think it might be, but I don't understand that either. Like, you know.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Okay. Yeah. So we've tacked on like the best looking Optimus Prime trailer to go with it, but you know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Garbage. I know it could fit.
This is dumb. I mean, seriously. It's fucking stupid. It's like the worst leader class figure ever. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Matt.
You know, I'll sit there and again, I kind of feel bad for Matt. Like, you know, for me, like the Hasbro's crowning achievement for the movie line ever was the leader class Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime. Yeah. That really was. It was. I thought it was a very, very nice figure. And then, like, you know, Dark of the Moon hit, and then they had Buster Prime, but out in Japan, and now they had this shit here. And you know, when this film was coming, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna consider investing in a leader class Prime for this film. I'm kind of glad I didn't because it's just a waste of money.
And call me a hater. I want to say that Revenge of the Fallen Leader Class Prime is like the crowning achievement. And every time I get a hold of one through a trade, I say the same fucking thing. But then I realize like half the figure is a fucking backpack. And it's like, yeah, like, oh, it's complex. And yeah, you can pose it. And oh, wait, it just fell over because it's a backpack with legs.
I you know, I don't know. I guess as far you guys are just talking as far as movie figures.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like. you know, poor Matt. He's not here to defend this shit. So like, it's not even fun. You know what I mean?
Hail
like,
Hasbro.
without Matt here, it's like not even fun to destroy
Yeah,
this shit.
everybody
Yeah.
just say Hail Hasbro.
Fuck
Hail
you
Hasbro.
guys. I'm getting this.
Yeah,
Hasbro.
or we would dig into this so hard, and his response would be like, "Well, this ain't even Hasbro. This is Takara."
Yeah.
No. You would dig into this
Thanks,
shit so hard in front of him. It'd be all quiet. Then you hear pre-ordered.
yeah, that too. So
I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck. I like it, man. I don't care
like
if y'all don't-
Transformers. I like
Okay.
Transformers. I don't know
I
what
like
to tell you.
Transformers.
I like
Eat a penis,
Transformers.
Greg. Stop
See,
picking on me.
Bobby, what's wrong is your standards are too high. You just think everything's going to be a perfect figure. Pre-ordered.
Like, dude,
Moist.
it literally
Moist.
it literally turns to dust when you take it out of the package. But I just like Transformers, man. If it transforms from a toy to dust, well, then that's just what it's going to be.
Man, fuck y'all. I'm not 6 of them. Fuck
That-
y'all.
That had to
got
be the
my
best thing ever.
later. I love it.
Did anybody read the Takara Tomy?
No, I did not bother reading it. I'm sure it was very informative, but you know what? No.
I read it, and it's actually not that informative at all.
I guess I was right.
All right,
Whee!
well then I'm not gonna waste my time because I saw people saying it's like this is the best one ever, and I'm like, well, I don't have time
Well,
to read
just
this
X
right
out
now.
that window.
Yeah.
Let's just hope the website would stop pretending it's a fucking journalism website. Just go back to talking about toys, okay?
You know,
Whatever
he does set the record straight that, like, you know, he came in and wanted to make them set to scale, you know, and that's why he did MP10, you know, and then he wanted everybody to be set to MP10, and he wanted it to be like the definitive, you know, whatever, like, you know, it's all the stuff that we've always assumed anyway, you know.
Right.
And I don't really, I read it earlier in the week. But
he said he hopes to have an MP10 size Megatron or something. He wants that to happen, but you don't know.
yeah, I think the problem's going to be that fucking firearm, man. If
Yeah.
I see, I'd be okay with them making him the tank, you know, the IDW tank, as long as they gave him the, you know, the love and the attention to detail that they usually give it. Like, I would accept that at this point, just because I want a Megatron so goddamn bad. Like, you know, like I want a Megatron the way white people want another heavyweight boxing champion. Like I want that shit in my life. I don't know. Let's see. What did you find challenging? I'm trying to see if there's anything that caught me. You know, he's talked about how he wanted to do Ultra Magnus, and he was happy to get the chance to do Ultra Magnus as like his favorite character. You know, it wasn't. It just wasn't. It wasn't like there wasn't any questions. There wasn't. It was all safe. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, all the questions were safe.
It makes me question if Ultra Magnus is his favorite character. Why it's shaping up why it is. I'm just saying.
But you know, they didn't ask the question that, like, you know, like, why the fuck are you being taken off the line? You know, or why aren't you doing this anymore? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They didn't ask any dangerous questions. Everything was very safe.
They want to put more into bot shots, so they're redirecting their resources.
Bot shots become the best toys of 2015.
I still got 2 of those things.
I got
You
the
get
stomach
bot
count.
shots, fucking
Some idiot.
6 changers.
Yeah. I don't know. The only what direction will the MP series take in the future? He says, thanks to the support, the current MP series is very popular. I hope the addition of Ultra Magnus as the central character to the Real Car series will make the whole lineup more enjoyable. The factors of the current popularity are the recreation of the cartoon characters and use of real cars, of course, and I'd like to explore the next step up while keeping those important factors intact. I am not the developer of Star Saber, who was chosen to become an MP figure by the MP fans' choice votes, but I suspect MP Star Saber may initiate the next step. I want the MP series to continue to make the fans' dream come true. I hope the fans will look forward to future developments.
So no answer.
Right, exactly. And that's kind of what a lot of it is outside of things that we already kind of know.
Might as well summed it up with, I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
Like, was everyone good with that?
The answer he should have given was repaint, seeker. Repaint.
I was just waiting for him to say, well, we're thinking about toning the seekers down a little bit and making them a little bit smaller. I fucking knew it. This discussion for the week is who the fuck is Warbotron? Like, it's like one of those mysteries that like just cannot be solved. So Orson Christian, owner of Captured Prey, said this quote: "I run Captured Prey, so maybe my word will carry a bit more weight. Warbotron is connected in some way to TFC. Yes. This is directly to me from people who work with them personally. I don't think they are entirely the same, but they definitely share some of the same people." Then Ben's Collectibles,
shout out to good old Ben, my favorite
Absolutely.
little buddy across the pond.
Absolutely. He said Warbotron designer is former TFC. There is your link. Age of Extinction. That's so, and we can see it with the combiner ports, I guess, and with the simple transformations. But the plastic feels totally different.
Yeah, that's by far the biggest difference I can see between them.
It feels like Monkey Toys.
It does. They must be using that factory. That's the only thing I can put it to is that, they went with that factory instead of the typical TFC factory. And I think TFC plastic is solid. Like I don't have any complaints with their stuff, but their head sculpts.
But you know what though, I don't know. I mean, my issues aside, apparently I'm the only one who had such big issues. Like, everybody seems to be happy with their figures and whatnot, and they haven't broken yet, or whatever. So I kind of want to take a different approach to this. Like, I don't see why people are so worried about like who Warbotron is, or who like XXX company is, or who this is. Like, if it's
or where they make them.
Well, I think that,
or where they make the figures.
Where they make them?
Yeah, he's saying or where. I think that.
I heard roar.
I think that with this is that TFC's reputation is in such bad shape that people want to get that link so that they can, in solidarity say fuck Warbotron too. Do you know what I mean? Because they're already on the fuck TFC bandwagon.
Who said TFC's got a bad rep?
That's what I read more often than not, negative things about TFC and on the groups, which is what I'm basing this reputation off of.
Yep.
Just do what I do and pretend that they're not making a Predaking, and everything's okay. Everything's all right.
But it's before that though. It's even when like the Giant and Hercules thing comes up, and or then people go on this Uranus rant.
Hey, people bitch about Uranus, but you still paid $50 for the upgrade kit.
Yep.
And that's the problem right there. Is the upgrade kit.
That's part of the
So
problem.
Everybody,
People complain about
a lot of people's basic arguments about this is like the upgrade kits. They go, if I paid $100 per deluxe, which used to, of course, be my main argument back in the day when it came to third-party products, and I was still blind to the truth, but my eyes were open. But you pay $100 a figure for something that's slightly taller than a deluxe class figure. Then you pay in the case of Uranus, you pay $120 for the core figure, which is about the same size as MP10. Why do you need to pay an extra $50 to make it look more, to make it become an official homage to the figures you're supposed to be?
Well, they only care because it came from TFC, and I understand that. But like that SXS head, like I bought, like, hell yeah, man, that's a fucking awesome upgrade. And people are fucking sitting here jerking off to this Shapeways fucking thing. They don't care about that. They're like, fuck yeah, that's a good investment. But the fact that TFC's name's on the
shopping block
wing set, yeah. But I mean, yeah, I understand.
Well, think about if you watch Skullface's video on his Wings of Uranus upgrade kit.
I don't watch that motherfucker.
Well, if you watch his video, he makes a very honest point. Like, you get all this stuff that you're supposed to instantly know where it goes, because the only paperwork that comes with it is a fucking poster. Which I guess in itself is like directions if you want to get technical.
Yeah.
If you love G1, you'd know whose gun was who. And pretty much everything else kind of falls into place.
If it's not G1, it's shit, okay?
Well, and here's the thing that, like, I like the TFC stuff that comes out, but I can see the complaints. Like, TFC to me feels like one of the companies that has not learned to make a better toy. Like, like you had Hercules come out and he had like that hip problems and all that stuff, and with it you got like the weight problems, but then instead of learning how to fix it, by the time Superion came out, like, well, now you had the opposite problem, to not make it too stiff and grind the gears down. Now we've got gears that can't even hold the toy up and stuff like that. So
what's funny is
I bet you Hasbro's gonna make a good one. You fuckers just wild.
Hasbro ain't gonna need no upgrade kit. Hell, Hasbro.
Not to keep going back to it, that Echo TF video, when he puts those pieces between the connectors of the legs and the thighs, the toy doesn't. Justin's fixed mine, so mine's good to go, but the legs don't slip out anymore.
Well, right, because I haven't seen it, but I assume you're putting more friction between the pieces there. So
yeah, well, how much of that? How much?
It's really that the weight is being redistributed. So instead of like the weight is kind of pushing down at the angles of the jets because you can't get the legs close together.
Mm-hmm.
That with this little piece in, it repositions where the thigh fits in. So the weight is now being distributed straight down into the bottom of the feet as opposed to out towards the outside of the feet. It's just one of those things, and then he doesn't slip. Before you put that, what is it though? You put like 2 washers in them.
Yeah.
Before you did that, I had a hard time keeping. I had to put him in a particular position.
Oh yeah.
But and now he works like a champ, but he did have to be disassembled and then reassembled.
But that's like what I'm saying is I feel like the reason people bash on TFC so much is because they really, unlike every other company, haven't improved a whole bunch since Hercules. It's a lot of the same. So,
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I like Gumball. I like Gumball a lot, but I like Scrapper a lot too, or whatever they called him. And I don't really feel like
Vertebrae.
Like you're saying, I don't really feel like there's a lot of growth there. I like them pretty much the same.
Let me ask this question. Those of you that saw Echo TF's videos, okay, Justin, how much did that washer cost you that you put in?
Oh god, I don't know, like a dime.
Okay, and how much is Echo's quote unquote upgrade kit?
I don't know. I didn't look into the price.
Waste the money. So you can just go ahead and get yourself a washer, and then watch T2RX6's video on how to install it.
You should.
And there you go. Save yourself a bunch of bullshit.
You should definitely watch T2RX6's video on it because it does work like a champ.
Hey, actually, real quick, funny story on that. I bought my Uranus secondhand, and I heard about those hip issues, and so I told the guy, I was like, we were just chatting about it, as I was, making a deal, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this hip fix on it, my buddy Justin. He's like, oh man, don't even worry about it. I already did this fix. He was like, oh, did you see a video? He's like, no, man, I looked at the what was it? The Metroplex fix. And he's like, you know what? That's smart as shit. I bet that would apply to Uranus. And then turns out, yeah.
I wish I knew that guy. I'd like high five him and stuff.
It's like fucking internet high five and be posting memes and shit. Fuck yeah.
But I think that's the main obsession with trying to figure out. And wasn't it Ages 3 and Up that was one of the first ones to cancel?
Yeah,
I'll be honest, I forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah,
all that talk about TFC and shit.
Because look, supposedly there's a beef between Make Toys and Fans Project and TFC, right? And TFC has connections with Robot Kingdom, which is why Robot Kingdom doesn't carry Fans Project shit anymore. And Fans Project has a connection with Ages 3 and Up. So my guess is that Ages 3 and Up also figured that out, and that's another reason why they dropped Warbotron early on.
Yeah, and it was kind of a convenient excuse to hold
exactly
everything else that happened.
Exactly, and the fact that if you're TFC, you got a beef with Ages 3 and Up, and you have a beef with fucking a lot of consumers out there. Then you give it a new name and a new look, and you say, hey, this is this, and we're first time out, and give it a shot.
Is the beef because of bad communication between vendor and business, or what?
I don't know. I think it has to do with the giant. I think it started with the giant Hercules thing, and then it's carried on where when TFC announced their defense order, now Make Toys like, okay, yeah, we got one of those too. You know what I mean? Like it really seems like they're out for blood at this point, like the two of them. And we've said on Shattercat, we even said when we were on GMC that a lot of these issues could be resolved. I mean, I'm not to speak about their issue specifically because I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but just all these, 6,000 Dinobots and fucking, 3 different Predakings and all that. If there was just some fucking place, some forum that was set up where they could just, air it out. Like, look, this is what we got. This is, so that reputable companies don't just, and you don't just give it to anybody. If, like somebody's first venture doesn't get to sit at the boss's table, right? But the big boys could all sit around and say, okay, we're going to handle the headmasters. Okay, cool. Okay, we got target masters. Okay, we're going to do some action. Okay, fine. And so on and so forth.
Too much common.
I guess I got duo cons.
Right, but that way,
we'll do the scout class rear end again.
Everybody.
What are they called? Sparkle bots. Fuck it.
Because if Toy World right now was doing a different combiner, or 5 different bots that were like a team that didn't combine, I would be getting them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're losing out on a potential $500 investment from me because they're going with something that's already so saturated.
Yep.
And I can't be the only one.
I like to think this whole beef started over a parking spot.
That would be great.
Well, Toy World is also
really small cars.
Toy World is also TFC, aren't they? I'm pretty sure.
No, they're iGear.
Are they a cast off from iGear?
Yeah.
Well, how come everything under the Toy World brand's fucking solid, and everything under the iGear brand's a fucking piece of shit?
My Raptors are good, man.
Yeah, most of the stuff I've gotten from iGear has been good.
I don't know.
You just got Bolt Matrix, bro.
No, the only iGear thing I still have is this hench I just got. Wait, I'm not lying, right? No, I have the Iron Hide and the Ratchet. But
yeah, I love them.
They're the best that's out. After my Ratchet snapped in half and he's held together just by gravity and friction, I can't say they're the best the best product out there in the world. They'll do. They hold it down. They hold that back line down.
The iGear is run by the Asian dude from the Goonies.
Oh my god! I'm not touching that one. That's too many jokes.
So our next topic is the AOE. There's a rumor, and I like how people get with rumors. They want to attack the guy that hurt us. So I'm not going to say his full name. This guy's John. He's a long time listener to the show. I like some people in this podcast know him better than I do, but he seems like
I do.
And
I'll say it's not. I don't give a fuck.
He heard a rumor from someone that works in some sort of supply demand type of, I don't know whether it's Toys R Us or Target or, but he's someone who's looking at shipping manifests. And he got wind of the Age of Extinction line being phased out by Hasbro due to poor sales.
They're doing that now in Walmart. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, those fucking things are sitting on the shelf. Meanwhile, people are fucking hand over fist to get fucking Jetfire and all that shit from fucking Wylong Bay, China. I mean,
yeah, but hey, man, you got to get those leader class Grimlock and Primes fully stocked.
Yeah,
because that'll ruin someone's weekend.
My Walmart, like, I went in there and they had like 4 displays and full shelves. They even had end cap shit on the back. And then I went back in there and it was all gone. And there was like 1 display in the shelf. And I'm wondering where they put it. I think they just like moved the shit to the back to get out of the way. And then like come Christmas time, you're going to find that shit like duct taped together for $9.
Yeah, value packs.
You know what? It'll be a Black Friday. Watch.
Well, what you call
Or they already sent that shit to fucking TJ Maxx.
Matt Deluxe threw a fucking fit in the chat today over this. And, it can't happen, and I really want the rest of them, and they can't do this to me.
Rest of what?
But the thing is like even like whether or not Deluxe would admit it, the amount of product that is being produced for this film versus the amount that even Deluxe is interested in owning. I mean, we're talking 4 to 1.
Yep. Mm-hmm. With all those like giant oversized,
the giant oversized or the non-transforming miniature things, or it's just so much product. And like
my stores had that fucking shit like marked down $3 or $4 a figure before the movie came out.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like junk. You know, like it looks junky.
Honestly, and I know Matt's gonna not want to hear this, but like the vehicle deluxes I've gotten from the line so far, I've hated every single one of them. Like, I got Crosshairs and like, this is garbage. I just got the classic Camaro Bumblebee. I think he's garbage. I don't like that Prime. I think it's pretty garbage too. Like, I don't know. Nothing that I've got has been good. I do enjoy those Dinobots, but, you know, I just think they aesthetically look cool as opposed to being good toys. So.
Did you get the Drift?
No, I didn't get Drift. No, because you know why? Because I can't even find any deluxe Transformers in my Walmarts or anything like that. I went, this last weekend, when Toys R Us had their buy one get one half off, which is a freaking ridiculous price anyway, because buy one get one half off is still more expensive than every other store for 2 toys. But anyway, so I go there and they had Bumblebee and they had Slug, and that was it. And I'm like, all right, well, you know, I wanted to get like Scorn and you know, anything else, maybe that Bumblebee, because I was looking for him before I just ordered him from HTS. So then I went to Walmart, and all they had there was Slug and Crosshairs. Like, there's no deluxes. They have a ton of those stupid, like, you know, Power Punch Bumblebee and crap like that. Like, you know, things that don't transform, just a stupid gimmick. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can even find on the shelf, even when you're looking for the transforming Transformer toy. So.
Except for Slug. He's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. The worst Dinobot of them all is fucking everywhere. Go figure.
They can't give him away.
Wait, which one's the worst one?
Fucking Slug.
Oh, Slug, yeah. You said Slug. I was like,
I said Slug. I'm sorry. I can't keep the movie name straight.
Well, yeah. You hater.
I know. I got the G1 names down pat, no problem. But the fucking movie ones, I'm all over the place.
I actually like Slug better than I like whatever
Slag?
Strafe and Grimlock.
Oh, I hate Grimlock.
Yeah.
That is my least favorite of the bunch.
Yeah.
I like Strafe. Like, if someone was breaking into my house to steal anything but my movie Dinobots, I could probably use Strafe as a weapon.
You throw that on?
If they busted in with a gun and said, "Give me your movie Dinobots," I'd just roll back over and get to sleep. Fuck it. No, I'm kidding. I sold my movie Dinobots 2 months ago. I'm just joking. Don't worry. I don't have them.
I'm actually selling mine, so you know.
So hit up Oscar if you're in the mood. If you're in the
yeah.
I sold mine for like $45. You fucking scalper. What are you selling yours for?
75 ship, bro. One of them's just in a weapon. What's up?
Scalper.
I'm not a scalper, you fucking scammer fuck. Don't fucking call me a scammer. You fucking
You're gonna
fuck.
leave the heads off or something. You're gonna leave out parts.
I'm gonna fucking not if I fucking go to the groups and ask for the parts I'm missing. ASAP. Then I'm gonna private message you that I'm gonna beat you to death and then deny it.
It's a cabal. It's a cabal against me, man. It's a cabal.
Everyone, this is why I'm getting out of collecting. I gotta sell these incomplete but complete figures again.
Incomplete but
using a fake name because my name's no good. Not even in the no-name groups.
They call me Rodimus, Optimus, Omega, Preto, Defensor Prime. I cannot be stopped. I am a Transformer fan.
I'm gonna change it to Pedo King Prime. They'll trust me then.
Yeah. Take photos of me and my kids in a bubble bath.
We do have questions this week.
Wait, we have something what?
We have 2 questions this week.
All right.
Who would ask another question?
No.
Our good friend James asked, will third-party developers tap into any of the new movie-based figures?
Now, the first question was, when the fuck's my T-shirt come in, motherfucker? I know those are coming.
Yeah, we'll deal with them when they come in, and we'll just reply with photos of Greg from Mercy's nipples.
Yeah.
Dipped in chocolate and peanut butter.
I have those on my phone, so not with chocolate and peanut butter, but I do have pictures of my
we'll make it happen, buddy. Don't you worry about it. But James asks us, will third-party developers tap into any of the new movie-based figures, and would they be any good in your opinions? Would you buy them?
Yes, they did with that add-on set. No, it's not worth a damn, and fuck no, I'm not going to buy it. That's my answer.
Oscar, got an answer?
Oscar?
It depends on what they would do. Like they're doing an upgrade set. You know, it's not actually a movie figure. Like if they were to redo like some of the Dinobots and make them not look horrible and like have real arms, I probably would consider investing in them after I see PL review them. Totally would do it.
No, I wouldn't buy any of them, and I don't think that they'll tap into making movie figures. I just can't see that happening.
Yeah. Antoine?
No, I mean, I still have interest for the Evasion upgrade kit, but other than that, probably not.
You know, if a year ago I would have said I probably would go for the movie Dinobots, but there's just too many Dinobot options out right now to commit to another set that would be like $100 a pop for dinosaurs I really don't give a fuck about. But maybe like 10 years from now, if Fans Project were to do okay, you know what? Not for nothing. Here, you know what? Here's an interesting answer.
Unit.
If unit, not for nothing.
Unit.
Solid.
Penis.
What else?
Shapeways.
Do I got? Shapeways. What
Mittens.
else do I have? Mittens.
Hey man, what could you do, man? What could you do?
What can you do? The new one I've been using often in.
I love Diet Mountain Dew.
Is it's not setting the world on fire. That's been my new one. But anyway, here if like Fans Project right now is doing supposedly six Dinobots. And if they came out and said, after we do the 6, if people enjoy it, we're going to do Scorn and Slash in the same aesthetics as this, I'd be all over them.
You know, I'll tell you what. When I look at the Dinobot figures for the Age of Extinction, they all kind of okay. Let's be real. They all suck, except for Scorn. I think with a little bit of modding on those legs, you can get away with a more modern and a new head. You can get away with a new modern, new original character for the Transformers franchise. Mm-hmm. I think you could do that. You can get away with that, but you're never going to see that unless you go ahead and invest and just mod a figure yourself.
But would you guys all right, first of all, is it just Oscar, me, and Justin that are going in on this Fans Project Dinobot set, or are you going in too, Greg?
No. Wait, you're going in, really?
I'm going in.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. What are you made of? Oh, was your wife made of fucking money? What a scumbag move, Bobby. What a scumbag move.
You mad, bro? Mad?
They're awesome, but I can't afford them.
So, Justin, if they were to put out, and Oscar too, if they were to put out a Scorn and a Slash, or you are too, Antoine. So let me ask you guys, if they were to put out a Scorn and a Slash in the same aesthetic that they're doing these 5 in, would you get those as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would. I mean, to me, it'd be the same thing as picking up a paddles. There is no official paddles in G1, but if it happens, I'd pick up a paddles.
Yeah, so, I don't see why not either.
Which we're guessing is the 6th one, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we're guessing?
That's what I'm thinking they're doing. They're either doing their version of Scorn or at least a version of Paddles, one or the other.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking anyway.
Because I think that would be cool. Like if you had if they all looked as cool as this sludge looked, and there was fucking 8 or 9 of them, they could even make up their own.
Yeah.
I'd be in. You'd have like an army of Dinobots. I'd be in.
Yep.
I actually would not mind seeing other dinosaurs that never got a representation as a Dinobot being turned into.
I personally would like to see a classic take on a Velociraptor that doesn't suck.
Right.
It would be cool, especially if you scaled the dinosaurs properly and stuff like that. Scout class Velociraptor would be great. Yeah.
I don't think
deluxe
I would do
as tall as a fucking Carnosaur.
I don't think I would do it with Fans toys. You know what I mean? Because that's like a $200.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know about that, but
but the Slash and the Scorn, I would definitely do for under $100 from Fans Project with a little. I definitely would. Marcus, our good friend Marcus, who contributed to the GoFundMe as well, and we appreciate it. My man is rocking the 5X. What? How you doing?
Got a 3-foot dick, bro.
He said many third-party companies are making good quality figures and combiners. After seeing Hasbro's combiners, and then he wrote gag. Do any of you feel one of the quality third-party companies? Right. Do any of you feel one of the quality third-party companies will improve upon them or let them suffer?
I think though. Oh, I'll let you guys go.
No, go ahead, Oscar. Go ahead.
I think a smart move would be to let people sit on them for a few months, and then they'll be like, okay, and like, well, I'm pretty sure that they'll, just to be, trolls, they'll obviously buy a set of the combiners, and then they'll watch them, and then they'll watch how people react to them and their reaction, and then while they're watching all this shit, they're also going to be figuring out what they can do to make them not suck, which is apparently a lot. So when they finally do release their set of figures, upgrades for these figures, people are going to bitch about why they're so expensive, and at the same time it's like, well, you could either buy this upgrade set or buy that sweet looking TFC set on TF Source. That's how it is. So I think they will probably find a way to either make it look more G1 accurate, because let's face facts here, everyone remembers the G1 Aerobots had that cool helicopter character. So,
my favorite Aerobot.
Or my favorite Stunticon, which was that pickup truck.
Yeah.
Right.
What was his name again? Right. Dirtbag, whatever.
Yeah, Dirtbag. I think that
fuck y'all, buy the whole set.
I think that it'll definitely happen. It's just going to happen by people trying to get their foot in the game. I don't think it's going to happen by any, you're not going to see like a super reputable company that can make their own combiner, or a super reputable company that doesn't need to improve Hasbro's fuck up, jump into this. This is going to be like by some new third-party company or some bottom feeder. That's my opinion.
There's something, that's for sure. Greg, your thoughts?
My thoughts.
Do you think it'll happen? I mean, I'm sure it'll happen.
I think it will too.
Someone's gonna make a fucking kit, but it's just gonna be that movie kit. I mean, some people are gonna buy it, and then there's some people that are smart with their money are gonna fucking just buy a better product altogether. I think Oscar made a good point where it's like with this though, how you can get if you got your eyes open, you can get a fucking Fans Project Stunticon set for $300.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
people are selling them all day in the cafe for some fucking reason.
Right. So if
I could get all the Hasbro sets if I sell my Fans Project.
Let's say you bought the Stunticon set at retail. So 15, 30, and another 30 is 60, and then Motormaster is 25. So that's 80.
Keep in mind that you're not going to buy them at retail. You're going to fucking freak out and panic, and you're going to fucking think you're never going to see one of them. So you're going to end up paying 80.
Okay, so let's do that. So that's 85, and we'll add up. How about just another $30 sound and just internet shit?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, so that's 105 or no 115, right? And then we'll add in another 10 for that fucking Legends figure that goes on his chest. So now we're at 145. And then you get the upgrade third-party figure that fixes it. The upgrade third-party set that fixes everything. Let's say between $50 and $100. So let's just round it up from 135 to 200. One more $100, and you could have a set that is entirely,
Well, let's be fair, because you're going to end up selling all that mess you just bought for half price. So for another $175, you could get that fucking third-party set.
Right.
That would have been
exactly.
Yeah.
But I think that to answer Margaret's question, it's definitely going to happen. But you're not going to see the big boys, waste their time. I don't think.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to be more of a and not to knock Echo TF or anything like that, but it's going to be the smaller third party groups out there who work on the much smaller scale like that are going to make the the kits for these Hasbro toys versus the full on engineering. And I think right now there's certainly a combiner arms race, technically speaking, going on between the big companies. So I don't think that they're going to even, I don't think we're going to see Fans Project put out any upgrades for these guys like they did previously. So
but coming fourth quarter 2015, Big D's House Upgrades is going to fucking be pumping out
and
5 different fucking upgrade figures. Fucking by the time you finish buying all the upgrades, you'll have your own. It'll just be like that Fans Project Bruticus. They're already
That's what
making
I was getting ready to
upgrades
say.
for the other ones.
Well, the Fall of Cybertron Bruticus, like a year ago, you know, there was two or three people that had their fucking beak in that trying to fucking correct it,
Mm-hmm.
and now nobody could give a fuck. You know, like it's getting canceled because it's just the interest isn't there. You know, and I think that it's the same thing. Like, you know, you're gonna have, and back then it wasn't big. I mean, X Transbots, I guess, was the biggest player in that game, and did they even put theirs out?
What?
I'm not sure.
You know, that their Fall of Cybertron Bruticus fix.
Oh, from Echo TF?
No, from X Transbots.
The one that upgraded the whole Onslaught figure.
Yeah, that
Wait,
was from Echo TF.
Yeah,
Well, there
That
was
from Echo TF.
okay. So Echo TF put out the whole figure.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm talking
are you
the-
talking about the
the figure.
third-party Voyager figure of Onslaught?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
no.
Machine something. They haven't even fucking come out
Yeah,
yet.
that was a
Yeah.
Microblaze creation.
Microblaze, that's it.
So that, you know, that wasn't going to happen. Wasn't X Transbots involved with that shit too at some level?
Yeah, they took the Echo TF stuff and put it out.
Oh,
there.
Echo TF designed the X Transbots.
Yep,
upgrade.
and then he sold
I
it to a
gotcha.
third-party company because people were bitching about not wanting to paint it.
I got you. So, you know, that fucking Voyager hasn't come out yet. The other thing didn't come through. Like, it's just, you know, it's when you start getting into these upgrade sets and the amount of money that you got to dump into it, and then the amount of money that you got to dump into the regular figures, and it's just, why not just buy the shit that's not broke?
Yep.
Right.
I'm not talking to you, Marcus. I know you're on the level. I'm just, you know, venting.
Meanwhile, that TFC combiner's looking pretty fucking sweet.
Did they show it?
No, I'm just playing
Oh.
devil's advocate here.
I'm
You're
so
talking about
fucking,
instead of buying all the upgrade kits, buy the shit
Yeah.
they ain't broke to start
Yeah.
with.
I'm just so worried about that Defensor. Good God.
The more I see that hotspot, the less I like them.
Yeah, that hotspot, the new hotspot pictures look. Oh God, I'm so concerned. I'm
Because you're gonna keep that shit in robot mode on your shelf.
That's definitely not. I'm gonna. I'm worried about keeping them in robot mode while I'm waiting for the other two limbs. Anyway, shout outs. We want to before we even get to shout outs, we just want to remind everybody about the GoFundMe one more time, and definitely give our appreciation to everybody that's contributed, and you know, it's fucking awesome. To the dinner, the person that got the dinner, that's definitely happening on the Friday. I think it's the 24th in October, and the animated short, Oscar is working on that. You requested Acid Storm be in it, and Acid Storm is not a character that he has like ready to go, but due to this, you know, we're letting the circumstances dictate the actions on this one, and Oscar has graciously, you know, definitely wanted to go ahead and make that happen. So he's going to design Acid Storm so that we can have him participate. So,
Yep.
But it's just going to take a while, and then as far as the guest appearance, that is going to happen also. We just want to wait until everybody's going to be on the show. We're short one man tonight and didn't want to shortchange you, so to speak. And then, yeah, definitely the T-shirts are still available for $25 and the hoodies are still available for $50. You know, that's the only thing we're really kind of promoting right now, because anything else was just to kind of meet the goals, and the goals are met. So T-shirts and hoodies, we're definitely trying to move them. So if you're interested in the Rock 25 T-shirt, you know, let us know, because it is going to be a limited amount that we get. So the whole, you know, not acting now and try to get it later, it may very well work, but you know, we want to have some for TFCon, and there's just, you know, we want to work with you, but the more we get up front, then the more we can get on the back end, and it just makes sure that everybody's happy. So that's kind of our goal. Shout outs to Dub K for all your third party and official needs. Shout outs to I Am Ratchet for your G1 needs. Also shout out to TF Prototype and Yule over at third party Transformer Crashers. They've been
Goddamn
showing
right.
us a ton of love. The two of them
Yep.
have been showing us a ton of love recently, and it is very much appreciated. And also to I think it's let me get this. It's worth looking up, because this dude.
And while he,
Yeah,
I
go
was
ahead.
gonna say, while you're looking it up, I just wanted to reiterate, like Bobby just said, the more you give him up front, the more you're going to get on your back end. So, no one thought that.
What an ass.
I wanted to shout out at Fear Corpse, and you should follow him if you're a Twitter
Yeah.
guy. Follow at Fear Corpse. That's at FEARCORPS. He's a cool dude and definitely shows us a ton of love. So,
You know what? with respect to him, I tend not to use Twitter very much, but yeah, he's got me using Twitter.
Yeah, me too.
I feel dirty.
Actually, you know what's funny is I'm always like I'm not a Twitter guy either, and I find it to be a very narcissistic medium. But
so are podcasts. Your point?
Yeah, but it's all about like following me, and you know, like, oh, here's what I'm into, and people are gonna read what I like. I don't read what any of these fucking people say, you know. But anyway,
I'm all about that shit. Follow me, yeah.
If you're following that person, if you're in the medium, then you obviously care about what they're saying, or you wouldn't be following them. But
if somebody like tweets me, like, I don't know when it's appropriate to retweet or favorite. I'm not sure, like, what, like Facebook. I see the like or comment. Like, I got it.
I mean, I used to be like heavy into Twitter, but then, you know, it just got to the point where it's like, you know, blah blah blah. It's chosen to follow you. Okay, sweet. Hey, Oscar, would you like a bigger penis? Just retweet this, and we'll give you the secret how. It's like, oh, great.
How about this? Just follow us on Twitter, and we'll tell you when it's all right to do something. How about that? We'll let you know what to do.
It's just, I don't know. I stopped caring, and like the only person I really followed on there was my friend Nate from Deadpool and Friends. But you should check out his stuff because I've been writing his shit since 2011, up until he's discovered Vine, and the videos are so much easier to put together. He's a fellow animator, so really good, funny stuff. He makes fun of the Marvel movies. So yeah. Yeah.
So Oscar, you can go ahead and take us out of here. Remember the GoFundMe, www.gofundme.com/ShatteredCast.
That is correct. And as always, you can check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/ShatteredCastUncut. And look us up on Twitter under @ShatteredCastUncut. And our Blogspot account run by our very own grammar Nazi Greg for Mercy over at blogspot.shatteredcastuncut. So as always, I, Oscar Alonso, and for the other members of the Sinister Six, want you to collect responsibly and be good to yourselves and each other.
You've been shattered.
Oh, I'm glad I fucked that up 6 ways from Sunday.